Hi, it's Lili Amanda for Portrait Creatives. In this episode, we are going to talk about how to modify keyboard shortcuts or add keyboard shortcuts. When you start to spend a lot of time with Photoshop, you would really want to speed up all the editing process. And shortcut is something really amazing to use. And keyboard shortcut, just like its name, it will help you to speed up your editing process. There are quite a few keyboard shortcuts I have already modified to the way I feel it's made me go faster, and you can do so as well. Let me take you into Photoshop. Image adjustments here, like I have modified levels and curves, so you don't see the keyboard shortcut from the default. That's because I've changed them into curve adjustment layers. And you can do so as well because this is more of the extractive editing. I will always suggest that you use adjustment layer with layer mask to edit your image. Okay, so you can go to Windows and go to Workspace and choose keyboard shortcuts and menus. And you will find this menu. On the left-hand side of these options, you can see that just on the top of Photoshop. If I go to Layers, you will see there are some keyboard shortcut already there, right? And there are loads without keyboard shortcuts. So let me find one. For example, in Edit, you will find there's a fill and there's a content aware fill. Content aware fill is something I use very often. So I want to give a keyboard shortcut. For example, I would just use Command, Shift, and F. And it will prompt me like, this is already in use. It will be removed if accepted. So it will also tell you it's edit and fade. It will actually be removed and replaced with this keyboard shortcut. And edit fade, this keyboard shortcut I never use, so I would just replace it without any problem. But if it's something prompt that you already use very often, then you will want to use another keyboard shortcut. So I'm just going to accept this and click OK. So let me show you how it works. I would just use a rectangular marquee tool, and I would select here, and I would just use the keyboard shortcut Command, Shift, and F. And you will come up with the content aware fill. And I can just do it from there without going to the menu and come down. That is like, I have saved myself 3 steps, right? But 3 steps, in like, if I do it all the time with that, I would actually save a lot of time. That's why we use keyboard shortcut. But if you just start to use Photoshop, I would highly recommend you don't have to force yourself to remember all these keyboard shortcuts or even modify keyboard shortcuts. It's only until you use it a lot and then you really want to speed up your process. So then you start to use keyboard shortcut. Because sometimes when people are trying to remember all the keyboard shortcuts, they will get in the way of the progress of learning Photoshop. So I would highly suggest you, like, when you're familiar with the tool and you want to speed up, and this is the time to customize your own keyboard shortcut. It is super helpful once you get used to it. You can also save this keyboard shortcut, okay? Save this keyboard shortcut in case you change your computer, upgrade your computer, or you want to give this keyboard shortcut to someone else, say your friends. Then you can do so by go to Window, Workspace, and then keyboard shortcuts and menus. And then you come to this menu, and you will find that here, this icon here, Save. You can save the changes to this current keyboard shortcut, and you can also save it as another one. You can also save it somewhere else, for example, desktop, so you were able to find it very easily and share it. All right, so when you go to your desktop, you will find it. This is how you can load keyboard shortcut into Photoshop. Go to Edit and go to Presets, Export, Import Presets. And then you're going to select where you save the preset. So let's go to select the folder. And I save it on my desktop, so it's very easy to find, just this folder. So I'm gonna open this folder, and immediately you will see the source preset here. The name is The Amazing Shortcuts. And remember, the file ends with KYS. Choose the keyboard shortcut you want to import and click on it, and click this arrow to the right. And then you see the keyboard shortcut is appear in this window. And then click Import Presets. Presets have been successfully imported, and click OK. And the next step you have to do is go back to Window, Workspace, and go to keyboard shortcuts and menus. Then you will be able to find it over here, set, and you will find the amazing shortcuts. Okay, and click OK, and then your keyboard shortcut will be loaded into Photoshop. Thank you for watching. If you find value out of this video, please give it a thumbs up. And thank you for subscribing to our channel, and I will see you in the next one.